Alright, hey everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So we're getting around just some more Shonen Jump stuff today. I'm going to put read-throughs on hold until next weekend possibly, just because it is way too hot here right now. This room basically feels like a furnace, so I don't want to be stuck in here for too long, and I don't want to have the fan noise on, kind of distracting everything. So that said, we'll get around to Spy Family, Kaiju, and Akane Banashi today. So still a lot of good stuff coming your way, so if you haven't already, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But without further ado, let us dive into it. Spy Family Mission 116 by Tetsuya Endo, with translation by Casey Lowe and lettering by Arina Mappa. And you see this truck is driving through this dense underbush, with the demilitarized zone starts a little farther out west and is also forested. Since no one's allowed to enter due to the ceasefire agreement, an unusually vibrant ecosystem is developing there. Ironic, isn't it? And I'm not going to remember the other assassins' names until we get to them, but Androja Bro is like, never mind that. And you see Kiki as this falcon or hawk or something is like pecking at his head. So what the heck is this thing? May I kill it? And, and McMahon's like, that's my pet. We need her to scout from above. And Yor's like, I'm surprised, Director McMahon. I didn't take you for a pet owner. And he's like, she's very highly trained and also quite cute. And Andro Bro is like, if it's so highly trained, then I gather it's attacking me on your orders. May I kill you? And Yor's like, we have a dog named Bond, and he's really smart too. And Andro Bro is silent before he goes, it sounds like domesticity has dulled your edge, Thorn Princess. Clearly you're more comfortable playing house at this point. And she's like, it's not like that. I only got married so I could continue my work. He's like, huh, did you now? Are you sure that marital bliss hasn't made you soft? And Yor's like, the shopkeeper once asked me that same question. I wouldn't call it marital bliss. It's not like what you're imagining at all. And she's like, really, if anything, being married has only strengthened my resolve about our work. He's like, huh, has it now? And McMahon's like, you know I'm married too, right? And he just holds up like his little finger with like his wedding ring. It's like, now that you mention it, it's like, what sort of person is your wife? You've never spoken about her. It's like, she's a civilian, so we don't discuss my work. It's like, the same as me. Does that cause problems for you too? Oh, so you are going, the same as me. Does that cause problems for you too? It's like, no, not really. We're the average sort of family you see anywhere. I live the typical life of a husband dominated by, oh, fucking Christ, Endo. Dominated by his controlling wife. And he's like, what? She's strong enough to wrestle you into submission? And she's gulped and he's like, out of curiosity, do you two kiss when you get home from work? And you see both of them are like taken aback by this. As he's like, in our younger days, I suppose. It's like, welcome home kisses are normal even among assassins? Like, mutter. And Andrew Bro's like, enough of this inappropriate chatter. It's like, he's in somewhat of a managerial role so he can speak as he pleases. It's like, kissing talk is inappropriate? It's like, but you, Thorn Princess, are merely a pruner. If you're to be a professional killer, then you shouldn't be part of society. And you see, what? It's like, what now? As the bird kind of just takes off and starts flying. And McMahon stops and goes, we've reached the habitat of the Midderin elk, which means we're within the poacher's hunting grounds. We'll hide the car here and continue on foot. And I see him just jumping up on the trees as they're jumping back or they're jumping from tree to tree. I will say I do like Yor's little kind of military ranger outfit here that she's wearing. And you have, look, sir, it's a gigantic flower. It's like, proceed with care. Besides savage beasts, this forest is home to a variety of poisonous plants and venomous creatures, ones that could even injure you. And Andrew Bro's like, in that case, you should have bought Gimpy than this tourist. She's the poison specialist. I would never have taken Gimpy for being a girl. It's like, Gimpy doesn't pack the firepower necessary for facing poachers. And he goes, just to confirm, we're allowed to kill them all, right? It's like, if they're on the SSS's list, absolutely just make sure to take the leader of the poachers alive. As for the others, we can use our discretion. And he just smiles and goes, in other words, it's okay to kill almost everyone. Fucking edgy, bro. It's like, shall we make a game of seeing who can kill the most poachers, Thorn Princess? He's like, I don't play games like that. He's like, coward. As I feared her, exactly the sort of... He's like, oh, director! Or just like jumps to the ground. He's like, hey, listen to me. It's like, look at this. It's one of their antlers, right? It's like, oh no, it looks like we're too late to save it. And McMahon goes, this is an antler from another species. The bucks of most species shed and regrow their antlers around this time of year. And she's like, oh, so this one came off naturally? It's like Midward elk are somewhat unusual in that they generally do not shed their antlers. As a result, their antlers are much larger and are thus highly prized. That's what makes them an appealing target for poachers. And now they're at the brink of extinction. And Andrew Bro's like, you should be looking at this instead. Human footprints, still fresh. It's like the poachers may be close, so we'll follow their trail. And Java, let's all be careful as little birds are just like circling overhead. And you see how they're jumping through the tree canopy again. You have her key. It's like, director? It's like, shh. And they see this huge ass looking elf over there. And you have Yor going, ooh, an elk, he's big. And you see a flap, and a twitch as there's like these birds sitting on its back. And you see Andrew kind of like snapping a branch off one of the trees. A hemlock, that's the name. And he just hurls it at the elk with a whoosh. As the director's like, hemlock? And you see it slamming right in front of the elk and scaring it off. And Yor's like, what are you? It's like, look, 1 meter ahead of the branch. A trapper's snare, set by our group of poachers, no doubt. And he's like, oh, great work, Hemlock. And McMahon's like, though I would prefer that you not damage the local vegetation. It's like, don't you dare tell the shopkeeper. And you hear a bang, and a thud, 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 thud. It's running towards the hills. Cut it off from the south. And you see a grah as this elk is like, I assume, trying to gore one of the poachers. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, so it's kind of like angled its head weirdly towards the ground. You see the poacher go, don't let it get away. It's like, those antlers are worth 10,000 dulk. And you see a bam, 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 bam as they shoot a bunch of bullets into its flank. It's like, it's no good, it's too huge. And you see a gurk as one of them gets speared by its antlers. He's like, go with the machine guns. And the poisoned arrows like, whoop. And you see a pursuit as there's a spurt of blood as Hemlock cuts off their heads. It's like, who the hell are... And you see Yor throwing one of her blades and taking him out as well. And you see 2 more poachers and Hemlock just sets out a bunch of like throwing knives out to take him down. And you see a ping as one of them gets deflected by a rock, it looks like. And Hemlock's like, why'd you do that? As McMahon looks at McMahon. It's like, we let one live so we can follow him. They must have a camp nearby. And you see, wah, the whack and a bois. And you see yours being thrown into the air by the elk with, no, stop, we're here to protect you. And McMahon's like, it's panic due to being shot. We need to calm it down. And yours like, I can't stop it, it's too big. And you have severing its head should end this quickly enough. And Hemlock's, you can't, our job, so that's a Hemlock. And yours like, you can't, our job here is to protect them. He's like, wrong, our job here is the eradication of poachers, and anything that dares impede us. And McMahon's like, they're both parts of the job, Hemlock. You have a peck, and he's like, ow. It's like, I'll pursue the poachers. You two try to calm the elk down. Guide it east to the river if possible. Once I've found their camp, I'll send my kiki to inform you. If you harm that elk, that shopkeeper will hear of it. Are we clear? And Hemlock's like, as yours is being like flung around by the elk again. And he's like, are you done screwing around yet? And yours like, I'm trying. He's just very... And he says it like rushes towards him again. It's like a deer that forms no herds and has evolved its antlers for attacking. What a noble beast. It has my respect. It's like, let's just lead it to the river, okay? Maybe a nice drink of water will calm it down. And you see a clap clack as yours trying to get its attention. It's like, here, Mr. Elk, right this way, please. You see with the shunk as a blade gets thrown by Yor. He's like, hey, Hemlock, what do you think you're doing? He's like, I will not suffer impediments to my work. And no one's told me that I'm not allowed to harm you, Thorn Princess. Man. Alright, I guess quick thoughts on this chapter. I'm glad again that we're getting kind of like a little bit more insight into Garden and their whole deal. I will say I'm already getting very, very tired of like Hemlock's like, oh, look at me, I'm so edgy and like gloomy bit already. Like it's getting supremely tiring. I don't know if it was like the comment on my last video or someone else on the Reddit kind of noted or thought that maybe Hemlock has a crush on Yor, and that's why he's being like all surly and like acting like a dick. He's just trying to get her attention, and he's not happy about the fact she's married to someone else, which is kind of like, yeah, I can kind of see that, but at the same time, like, man, I just don't want like another love triangle bit with Yor in the middle again. So we'll see how it goes, but like again, like Hemlock is really not particularly an interesting, compelling character or even entertaining. Like at this point, he's more annoying than anything else. We'll see how the rest of this arc goes with all the stuff that's going on right now, which does make me wonder, like, how often have the members of Garden like met with each other? Because they don't seem to have a really strong sense of camaraderie. So I wonder if that's because they're always off on like they're doing their own individual missions and they're like rarely like get together to meet and like socialize, things like that. But yeah, apart from that, like I said, fine chapter, but Hemlock already starting to kind of grate on my nerves. So with all that said, I hope you all did enjoy this chapter. If you did, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I mentioned, I'll get around to Shonen Jump content this weekend. Hopefully get back to read-throughs next weekend once the weather has hopefully cooled down a little bit. Because right now it's just a little bit too oppressive here to sit inside this office for too long. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you did. Until next time, this is Ash. I'll talk to you all later.